discuss about mensuration. That means mensuration of plane figures. Under plane figures, we come across two-dimensional figures, right? Like square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram. Okay. So we are now going to discuss some formulas, simplified versions. Okay. First of all, let us discuss the most important topic, that is triangles. Okay, you know a triangle is a figure with a three-sided figure. Okay, that means it has three sides, in fact three angles. Okay, there are different types of triangles. First of all, let us discuss about equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means a triangle in which all the sides are equal, right? So we are going to discuss the formulas concerning with this figure. This is equilateral triangle. I am giving notation for this. This means all the sides are equal, right? So let's take the sides as A each. For area, we have the formula root 3 by 4 into A square, right? Where you can take the value of root 3 as 1.732. Similarly, if you want to find the perimeter of this triangle, perimeter means sum of all the sides of the triangle, then we have the expression perimeter P, this is equals to 3A. Okay, that is 3 into side. Now if you want to find the side of the equilateral triangle and you are given the perimeter, simply divide the perimeter by 3. Okay, so this is our equilateral triangle, right? Then we have the isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, we have two sides equal. This side equal to this side. Okay, this is the unequal side. Clear? So for this we have the area given by the formula. Let's take this as unequal side and these two as equal sides, right? So we have the formula, divide the unequal side by 4 and then get the product under root 4a square minus b square. That means a is the equal side, b is the unequal side. Okay, now to get the perimeter, that is sum of all the sides, we have the expression 2 times the equal side plus unequal side. Now this is about isosceles triangle. Okay, let's move to the right angle triangle. A right angle triangle is that in which one angle is 90 degree, this is one angle, that is 90 degree, this is the perpendicular. Okay, and this is the base. Okay, so for this right angle triangle we have the area half into base into perpendicular. Okay, you can also abbreviate it as half into P into B. Now supposing if you don't know the perpendicular, you are given the base and hypotenuse. You know what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degree. This is the longest side in right angle triangle. So consider this as hypotenuse. Okay, then we can apply the formula h square equal to p square plus b square. This is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so knowing the two sides, any two sides, we can find the third side, and after that you can apply this formula. Okay, then we have a normal triangle, that is a triangle in which three sides are unequal, A, B, C. This is called scalene triangle. For a scalene triangle, you can see all the three sides are unequal, right? So first of all you have to get the semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter means half of perimeter. Okay, so first you get to know the semi-perimeter S, this is S, okay, which is equal to half of the perimeter. You know perimeter of a triangle for this is A plus B plus C. Semi means half. So get the semi perimeter first, then apply the formula area equals to under root S into S minus A, S minus B, then S minus C. Okay. So this is how you have to get. But remember, when you are finding the square root, please don't get the product of all this. Apply the square root by prime factor method. Clear? So this is about scalene triangle. Now we are coming to a triangle in which the base is given to you from here to here, and the length of altitude that is given to you. This is the altitude, the perpendicular. Okay. Let us take this as the height. Okay. So for this type of triangle, we have the area expressed as half into base into height. Okay. Now supposing if you want to get the base, height and area is given. So you can apply the formula base equals to 2 into area divided by height. Okay. Similarly, for finding the height of the triangle, you can get the product twice into base and divided by height. Okay. So this finishes our portion about triangles. We have the first triangle, that is equilateral, then we have isosceles, then we have a right angle triangle, then scalene triangle, then the last one is a simple triangle which base and height is given. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the second part, that is, if you want you can have the screenshot. Okay. So this is all about triangles. Okay. Now we are going to apply how to find the area for rectangle, square, rhombus. All these are plane figures. Okay. That means these are two-dimensional figures. Clear? Now our next topic is, we are going to discuss about a square. Square means a four-sided figure. It's a quadrilateral, right? In which all sides are equal. Let the equal sides be A each. Okay. This is the diagonal of the square. D. Okay. And you know each angle of a square is 90 degree. That is perpendicular, right? For area, we have side square, that is side into side. Okay. So this is about a square. Now, if you want to find the side of the square, okay, that is A, please get the square root of area. Okay. Third, if you want to get the perimeter of the square, that means length of all sides, multiply 4 with the side of square. Okay. Similarly, if you want to find the side of the square, A, divide the perimeter by 4. Okay. Now we are going to connect diagonal of the square. Okay. You can see that this portion is a right angle triangle. So D is the hypotenuse, the side opposite to 90. So applying the Pythagoras theorem, we have D square equals to A square plus A square. That brings D square equals to 2A square. So can we write D square by 2 equals to A square, and you know A square is the area of a square. So we have the formula for area. If the diagonal is given, you can divide the diagonal square by 2 to get the area of the square. Also, because D square equals to 2A square, so D equals to under root 2 into A square. So this is the expression to find the diagonal of a square when the side is given to you. that is root 2 into a, and you can take the value of root 2 as 1.414 up to 3 places of decimals. 414. Okay. Now, having known the diagonal, okay, we can also find the perimeter. How? See, since d square equals to 2a square, we have the expression d equals to root 2a. So, if you know the expression for a, you can get the perimeter for a square when the diagonal is given by applying the formula 4 into d by root 2. Okay. So this is the expression. Next, if you want to find the cost of fencing means you are going around the boundary. Fences are constructed around. So if you want to find the cost of fencing, then multiply the rate, that is rate of fencing, with the perimeter. Okay. If you want to find the cost of ploughing, the square field, okay, this is cost of ploughing. Ploughing is inside the field, right? So in this condition you have to multiply the area by the rate. Now this gives you rate into area. You know, sometimes the students get confused. If they want to find the cost of ploughing the field, then they don't know what to do, whether to find the rate with perimeter product or rate with the area product. I am giving you a hint for this, okay? Look, if the rate is per meter, multiply by the perimeter. If the rate is per meter square, then multiply by area, okay? I hope it's clear. So this is all about square. Now we are going to discuss about rectangle. A rectangle, you know, is also a four-sided figure, but only the opposite sides are equal. Suppose these are the opposite sides, okay? The longer side is the length, each of the angle is 90, just like a square, and the shorter sides we take as breadth. This is the diagonal, okay? Now, the first formula, we can take this particular right angle triangle connecting length, diagonal and breadth. So we have the expression by Pythagoras theorem, d square equal to L square plus b square. Then if you want to find the area, multiply length with breadth. To find the length, divide area by breadth. Similarly, to find the breadth, divide the area by length. And if you want to find the perimeter, that is the length of the outer boundary, then the perimeter of a rectangle P, this is equals to 2 times within bracket L plus B. Okay. Now if you want to find the length, if perimeter and breadth is given, you can apply a shortcut formula, length equals to perimeter divided by 2 minus breadth. Similarly, for finding the breadth, we can apply the formula perimeter by 2 minus length. Okay. So this finishes our portion about rectangle. Okay. And in this case also, if you want to find the cost of ploughing, do the same thing, multiply the cost, the rate with the area to get the cost of ploughing. And for finding the cost of fencing, multiply the rate with the perimeter. Okay. There are some interesting questions like, if a person is making 12 rounds, 30 rounds around the square field or rectangular field, what is the distance covered? Okay. Then in that case, if the perimeter is calculated, you just multiply the perimeter with number of rounds. Say for example, if the boy completes 10 rounds around the rectangular field, okay, then multiply 10 with the perimeter, because in one complete round the perimeter is the length of the distance covered. So in 10 rounds it will be 10 times the perimeter. Okay, so this is how we can apply for rectangle as well as for square field. Okay, now we are going to discuss about parallelogram. Okay, you know, a parallelogram is a four-sided figure, but in this only the opposite sides are parallel and they are equal, but they are different from rectangle and square. Why? Because in a parallelogram we are not supposed to take each angle 90 degree. Now let us consider about a parallelogram. Okay, suppose we are taking the parallelogram in which the base is given and the height is given, right? This is the simplest case of a parallelogram. Then we can apply the formula area equals to base multiplied by height. Okay, now supposing in this case we are taking two sides and one diagonal. This is another type in which the side AB is given, side BC is given, and the diagonal AC is given, right? Suppose let us take one example. The side AB is 6 cm, the side BC is 8 cm, and the diagonal AC is 10 cm. Okay. First of all, you can apply the formula to find the area of this triangle ABC, that is a scalene triangle. Okay. So the first step is get the area of triangle ABC. Okay, applying the formula for scalene triangle. Okay, that means area equals to under root S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Okay, where S is the semi-perimeter, that is A plus B plus C by 2. Here you can take this as A, this as B, and this as C. Okay, after that, step 2, area of parallelogram ABCD, that is the whole parallelogram. This is equals to 2 times triangle ABC. Okay, you know why? Because our diagonal divides parallelogram into two triangles of equal area. So after getting the area of one triangle, you just have to double this, that is multiplying by 2. This is the two-step solution for finding the area of a parallelogram when two sides, one diagonal is given. This was to find the area of parallelogram when the base and the height corresponding to this base is given. Third, now we are going to discuss about a parallelogram in which you are given two diagonals. Diagonal AC is given, diagonal BD is given, and one side AB is given. Okay, that means AB, let us take this as 5 cm, AC 8 cm, BD 6 cm. Okay, first and foremost thing, let me tell you the properties of a parallelogram. The diagonals bisect each other, so the whole length AC 8 cm will be divided into two parts, each 4 cm. This is 4, this is 4 cm, right? Now what about BD? BD is also one diagonal, so even this is getting bisected. Okay, 3 cm, 3 cm from the point of intersection. Okay, and here one side AB is already given to you. So the first step is that you get the area of this portion. Okay, step 1, get the area of triangle AOB. Okay, applying the formula, area equals to under root S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. That is scalene triangle, where A, B, C are these sides, right? Let us take this as A, this as B, and this as C. Okay, and this semi-perimeter equals to A plus B plus C divided by 2. Okay, after finding this, that means after finding the area of this triangle, step 2, area of parallelogram ABCD, this is equals to 4 into triangle AOB. Okay, that means you are going to multiply 4 with this triangle AOB. Why? Because diagonals divide parallelogram into 4 triangles of equal area. I repeat once again, the two diagonals AC and BD, they are dividing the entire parallelogram into 4 triangles, that is AOB, BOC, COD and DOA into equal parts. So after getting the area of one triangle, you just need to multiply by 4 to get the area of the whole parallelogram. So this is the step. So these 3 types of questions are discussed in parallelograms. Okay, first, the simplest one, that is when base and height is given. Second, 2 sides, 1 diagonal. Third, 2 diagonals and 1 side. Okay, now we are going to discuss about rhombus. A rhombus is just like a square in which all sides are equal, but the diagonals are not equal. This diagonal is not equal to this diagonal. So if you consider ABCD as a rhombus, the diagonals are no doubt bisecting each other. They are 90 degree to each other. Okay, suppose if you are given 2 diagonals, let us consider AC 8 centimeter and BD 6 centimeter, and you need to find area and perimeter. Okay, for area of rhombus, we have the product half into diagonal AC and diagonal BD. That means you are going to multiply half into AC into BD. Okay, that is half the product of diagonals, right? See, when the figure is given such that you are given the diagonals of the rhombus, then please draw the figure like this, because it is becoming easy for you to apply Pythagoras theorem. Now, for finding area, this is one formula, and for finding the perimeter, what you have to do, you take half of the diagonal, that is half of 8 is, AC is 8, so you can take 4 for this, and BD is 6, so you can take 3, and apply this triangle. In triangle AOD, O is the point of intersection of the 2 diagonals. In triangle AOD, okay, you can apply Pythagoras theorem, that is AD square, which is one of the side, equals to AO square plus DO square. Okay, now AO is given to you, that is 4 square plus 3 square, and that comes to 25, and AD in this way comes to under root 25, that is 5 centimeter. So after calculating the side of the rhombus, you know all sides are equal, then you can apply the formula perimeter equals to, that is 4 into side, just like the square. So here 4 into 5, that comes to 20 centimeter. Now supposing you are given the perimeter of the square, perimeter of the rhombus, and you have to find the side, then simply apply the formula side equals to perimeter by 4. Okay, So this finishes about the rhombus. Okay. Now we are considering about a trapezium. You know what is a trapezium? It is a quadrilateral in which one pair of sides facing each other are parallel. That means this is parallel to this, only one set, and the other sides are non-parallel. That means AD is not parallel to BC. For such type of figure, you will be given the height of the rhombus and this is the height of the trapezium and the parallel sides are given A and B. So you can apply the area of trapezium that is half into sum of parallels. If this length is A, this length is B, multiply this with the height of this particular parallels. That means the distance between the parallels, this is the H. So applying this formula, you can calculate the area of trapezium. Okay.